Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, today, it's Monday. We're going to tap into the fairies, the mermaids, the dolphins, and love. We're going to tap into love. Okay, what do you love? Do you love coffee that's cold or hot? Well, today I have a cold coffee. I did just pick up, I've still got it, my hot cup of coffee. And then I've just gone and got myself a cold bottle of coffee. What do you prefer? It doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be both. This is stronger. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go to the tarot deck first. The fairy tarot cards. Shall we ask what's on the cards for this week? We can ask whatever we want to ask. What's on the cards for this week? That's what we'll ask. Heat. It's going to be a hot week. I've heard that rumour that it's going to be a hot week. The energy of staying strong, stay cool and strong. We've got two cards. Feel like we're going to pull for the other side. Okay, we can do this if you like. Back it up. Earlier on, I had the energy of a third party coming through. And like, not even really a third party, like a fourth party. Like there's three people in your life. Not that causing chaos, but there's three different individuals in your life, and then there's you. The bottom of the deck, let's say that's you, and we'll have a look at these, because there's 2, 4, 6 cards here, and they come out in twos. Okay, well, I was just going to get 2 for here, but then a middle section. Or Princess of Winter, inquisitive, truthful, realistic, undiplomatic. Information that can help you, but which may be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. So I feel the underlying energy here is the divine feminine. Even when you have a look here, it's if there's 3 people in your life, well, it's like, who are you meant to focus your attention on, if you're actually even meant to focus your attention on any of them? But this will be interesting. It's not really a pick a card. It's like, pick a person. Sweet, creamy coffee. Person number 1. The King of Summer. Honourable, devoted, mature and warm-hearted. He looks like a good candidate. He sounds like a good candidate with the King of Cups. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart, and getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavour. And what's interesting, I think it might be the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom here. So we've got the King of Cups, and underneath is the Queen of Pentacles. So this could suggest a water sign being paired up with a earth sign. The Queen of Autumn, generous, stylish, gracious and practical. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. Okay, so we're talking about number 1. I think that this one might be the one. Okay, I haven't looked at the others, but I feel number 1. Okay. This King of Cups, and this is advice. This is advice for I'll say the feminine. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. So be practical, that part. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. Because you're very stylish. What it says here, stylish, gracious, generous and practical. The energy of you being back to back at the moment. You both got a bit of a stubborn look on your face. So maybe you're both as stubborn as each other, but equally as loving and giving as each other. But just the fact that they're... Let's find out some more about the King of Summer, the King of Cups. We can read from the book. Okay, just having a look to see how long this reading is going to take. The King of Summer. The King of Summer is someone you can completely trust. Well versed in matters of the heart, he knows the virtues of compassion and understanding. He will quietly listen to all your fears, hopes and dreams and provide astonishing insights that prove invaluable. The King leads a very rich inner life, often coming from a pursuit of spirituality. A humanitarian, he is honourable and quite chivalrous. Chivalrous? He shows high integrity in relationships. However, he may come off as being a little intense sometimes. He's been through a great deal, and his desire to protect you may result in paternal-sounding advice. The King is also a fierce protector of friends and family, so it will benefit you to speak kindly of others in his presence. Red roses, a symbol of true love. Okay, you want me to hold like her up with him? Red rose is a symbol of true love. Grow at the feet of the King of Summer. You can trust that his intentions are honourable and his feelings genuine. The additional meanings of this card: an excellent spouse or parent, acting as a peacemaker, finding compromises between opposing interests and getting involved in culture and the arts. We will have a look at this Queen of Autumn energy here, because I feel that, well, not that this reading is for, like, the feminines here. This could equally be for the masculines. There is, like, a cub here. A cub. It doesn't actually look like a cub. Is that a snow leopard? Queen of Autumn. It's a frappuccino, okay. Queen of Autumn. Consider this queen to be like a fairy godmother. She cares about everyone and cannot wait to swoop in to save the day. She is generous and giving and loves to make dreams come true. She adores luxurious and beautiful things. She could probably spin straw into gold if you asked her, and she'd certainly love to give it a try. Her family means the world to her, and she has the ability to run a small company and a large household without so much as breaking a sweat. She also has a very keen eye for decorating. Her motto is form and function, dearie, form and function. Her tastes are also expensive, very expensive. She's discerning and picky. Fortunately, she's good with money because she spends it like crazy, and she tends to marry well. The Queen of Autumn sits on her throne. She may appear inactive, but magic swirls around her. The rabbit by her side symbolises the prosperity and creativity at her command. So we're still picking up on this animal kingdom. There's a rabbit by her side here. just want to call him a cub. The additional meanings of this card: the ability to make anything more beautiful, being extremely sensible, a love of gardening, and a wonderful parent. Wow, that's a good couple, isn't it? To couple up. Let's have a look at candidate number 2. Balance and the Princess of Spring. Well, sirens outside. Okay, so I feel the feminine energy here. You're optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, and energetic. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons and let your creativity take flight. Then you have balance here. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. I feel this is more of an energy that's been, that's called you in to help with the healing. It's like this lion here is spewing blood, and you're helping to cleanse. You're helping to cleanse the environment. So this is what category does this candidate? They look at you as being eye candy. I mean, but you're actually here to heal them, to help heal them. It's like they're able to get it all off of their chest when you're around. It's like you're a breath of fresh air. But the category that this candidate here, it's not a romantic interest. This is take everyone's input into consideration. This is you being caring and loving and just being your creative self out there in the world. Okay, that's all I need to say about that. It's number 1 there that we need to focus on. Let's have a look at candidate number 3 though. Life experience. Okay, this person's here to teach you a lesson. Got the Tower. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event. A situation that leads to significant opportunities. Very interesting. Now, who this person is, when we have information that can help you but which may also be difficult to hear, this could actually be the person that you were kind of set your heart on. Okay, not that you closed your heart off to others, but I feel that this one was sent in to teach you a big life lesson. I don't know how to... all I can hear is a hoover outside. This one is the one who helped you to clean up your act. Okay. I can kind of say that this feels a bit like the twin flame energy, and this feels more of a soulmate energy. And we were never promised that we would be with our perceived twin flame, but that they would have an important part to play within our evolution. Okay, so we've got the Tower here. Let go of belief systems, which I believe this candidate helped you to do. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. I feel like we want to read this card. Let's read this card. Card number 16. Change can be disconcerting, but it doesn't have to be something to fear. You're loved by the divine, and whatever new opportunities come your way are meant to make your life richer and more fulfilling. Ask God, the angels, and the fairies to provide signs that will lead you towards everything that's vibrant and uplifting. Keep your eyes on the future. What transitions do you see coming? How might you plan and prepare in order to continue on your path to happiness? If you watch the skies for coming challenges, then you can weather any storm and move on to new, exciting, peaceful horizons. Our fairy friends stand before the Tower of Saint Michael, ready to pray for guidance and direction about the next step to take. The additional meanings of this card: the need for significant change, spiritual awakening, seeing the truth, and releasing belief systems that no longer work for you, and wake-up calls. So I believe this person came into your life, or you came into their life, for a big wake-up call. Okay, let's have a look at the card underneath, the Seven of Summer. This here feels like the Rainbow Bridge, and that was the start of it. This person got you onto the Rainbow Bridge. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from over-analysing the options. And I felt that this is why maybe this reading needed to be done, because you may feel as if it's a bit too much, the options that you feel are out there. And are you really truly following, I want to say your heart, but I feel that your heart was kind of set on this. But it's about setting your own heart free. Let's read the Seven of Summer. The Seven of Cups. There are pros and cons to virtually every decision. The situation you're currently in is demanding a choice from you, and procrastination is simply no longer an option. What you decide involves actions that may benefit you physically, emotionally, financially, intellectually, or spiritually. Recognizing that you always have a choice is a great realization about your personal power. However, it also means that you are responsible for the outcome of your choices. Sitting in a state of confusion is not good, because the divine does not know what you want. And it's only up to you, down to you, to be able to ask for what you want without being, I feel it needs to be generalised, not so specific at the moment. You want to attract in the energy that you're desiring. Well, you want to attract in your soulmate, someone that your soul can mate with, and not a stalemate. So what you decide involves actions that may benefit you physically, emotionally, financially, intellectually, or spiritually. Recognizing that you always have a choice is a great realization about your personal power. However, it also means that you are responsible for the outcome of your choices. The moment to choose has arrived. You could make a list of every possible alternative and evaluate it, or you could ask God and your angels for guidance. But the time to choose is now. Daydreaming can be a lovely way to get insight into a challenging situation, or it can be a way to avoid taking action. Make sure that your imaginings serve a productive and positive purpose. Make a plan to put your dreams into action, one step at a time. A fairy allows sunlight to shine through a prism onto a bed of white roses. The roses indicate that his intentions are pure, but the prism shows that there are many possibilities. So what felt like your only option, that isn't the case. And now it's time to choose. What is it that you're really wanting? Not who is it that you're really wanting, what is it that you're really wanting? There's something here about you establishing the difference between your relationships and the purpose of them. We're going for hot coffee, although it's quite cold now, but... So I feel the energy of maybe what felt quite hot at one point no longer feels... It feels a bit stale. That was very interesting. So, Now we've got our story. Let's just carry on with some oracle cards. Let's read the Princess of Winter first. Inquisitive, truthful, realistic and undiplomatic. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness. An indigo child or adult. The Princess of Winter is a student of the intellect. She's endlessly curious about everything. She can, how do we say this word? Differentiate the truth from a lie in seconds, and knows facts and figures that will astound you. If there's an exciting new idea being tossed around, you can bet your last dollar that this princess was in on the concept from the beginning. She is logical and realistic, but that can make her a bit difficult to get close to. She keeps her emotions fairly well guarded. She can also have a harsh tongue, speaking without thinking. Truly, she didn't mean to hurt your feelings. She was just being bluntly honest. So try to focus on the message, not the messenger. But if you continually, I've got something that's itching my chin. But if she continually displays hurtful behaviour, you don't have to hang out with her. Now that energy here feels as if, well, okay, you've set your heart on someone and other people come into your environment, and then up goes the walls, quite blunt, I'm not interested in anyone. And that is really closing your own heart off. Okay. To relationships. But it feels like all relationships. Oh, interesting, look. Your inner self, your higher self, I've just noticed she's pointing. It made no mention of her pointing here. But she's got her eyes closed and she's pointing at this masculine. And remember his attributes. Honourable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavour. Okay. The little fairy from the Ace of Winter is now an adult, as is her companion. She has grown fully into her inner strength and is now a powerful young woman, but be careful. Her words can be as fierce as her companion's growl. Her words can be as fierce as her companion's growl. And because I felt more of a stubborn energy here, it was like you're both as stubborn as each other. You've met your match. Okay. Additional meanings of this card: an unpredictable person or situation, the need to communicate clearly, an indigo child or adult, assertiveness, objective feedback. Let's go to the Oracle of the Fairies. May you discover your fairy wings inside the sanctuary of your precious heart. There's an alarm going off in the other room. Okay. Wake up call. That's what it is. My daughter is napping. Resting. Right, let's have some sweet creamy coffee. I do feel, Divine Feminine, this reading is speaking to you today. The masculines are obviously listening in. Don't want to say that they're predictable, but it was predicted. Believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights say you are part of nature, so you are magical too. Now, I picked up the energy of red roses swirling around. Oh, it was magic swirling around her and red roses growing at his feet. We have believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of northern lights say you are part of nature, so you are magical too. Now she's got her hair here. I don't feel drawn to read the card. This comes in with yesterday's energy, and it spoke about the fairies and the elves, was it? And the pixies? Let's get another card from here. Yeah, 26 minutes. We've still got some cards to go through. Stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. And yesterday I picked up the energy of being starstruck. Really, this comes down to Divine Feminine, believe in magic and motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Is that saying that there's going to be a lot of action in springtime? Energies change, pure intention. And I believe that it changes as soon as you're clear and certain on what you want, Divine Feminine. Pure intention, the fairy of manifestation, will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. And that may take some time to get to that state of being. But you will get there. The energy of actually you being predictable, Divine Feminine. Of still not clearly having clarity. Let's leave it there because it feels it's just got a bit complicated. Let's see what the magical mermaids and dolphins would like to say. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. And the card is Dream Big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. Divine Magic is before that. In the past, you may have seen yourself as insignificant, and this card asks you to release any thoughts or feelings of inferiority. Truly believe that you are utterly qualified for any endeavour you can dream about. Truly believe that you are utterly qualified for any endeavour you can dream about. Write down a list of your fears about moving forward, and then drown those fears by putting the paper into a bucket or large bowl of water. Then take a cleansing shower, bath or swim. The water seals your new way of seeing yourself as you are in truth and equal to all other children of God. This is your equal. But we don't really need to focus on what anyone else is doing. We just need to focus on what we're doing. Open your eyes and see the magic. interesting. It's not about pointing like to the masculine saying, well, he needs to open his eyes and see the magic. You need to open your eyes and believe in magic. Do you believe in magic? Okay, let's go to the magical unicorns. Just like magical. Magical. Believe in magic. Believe in the magical. Magical unicorns. Simplicity. Simplicity. Put your energy into the basics and let go of excess. So at the beginning I said, you know, a confusing energy about who do you actually direct your energy towards, but it's telling you to put your energy into the basics and let go of excess. Or let go of X's. Simplicity. And if that scares you, then there's definitely more work to do. So this card says that things have gotten too complex for you lately. It's time to pull back and focus on what you know for sure. For example, what do you really want? What do you know that you don't want? These are basics that will help you answer bigger questions later. You've also drawn this card because there's a need to clean out some part of your life, whether it's your room, a closet, or a messy relationship. When you clean the space around you, your mind feels more clear and focused. Your energy also increases. This card also means that you may be trying too hard with a project. You need to put your energy into the basic parts of it. Focus on the simple areas and the complex will take care of itself. I'm not answering that door. Okay. Let's have some coffee. Sometimes you just have people walking past. We just ring the bell. For the sheer fun of it. So we have our own little secret bell code when it's like one of us that we know. And no one's expected. Okay. Let's go to the power of love. What was I saying though? When the bell rang. It's a wake-up call. And if my daughter hasn't come to get the door, and she's not bothered about it, so neither am I. Okay. It could be her wake-up call. She's already had her alarm. So that's the energy of like, kind of, you have the wake-up call and then you go back to sleep. You stop believing. Okay. In magic, in the magic of divineness. The power of love, activation cards, peacefulness. So the message of yesterday. You recognise that balance, kindness and love bring calmness to your soul. And this comes in really with the middle energy because we had the balance here. Peacefulness. You recognise that balance, kindness and love bring calmness to your soul. Oh, another alarm. It's a sad irony of life that humans can only appreciate the quality of a peaceful existence by experiencing moments of comparative turmoil and conflict. Just as you most value health after illness, so do you feel most grateful for peace once you have encountered strife. But discord is something that you can learn to avoid. Luckily, Luckily, it says lucky. Lucky is the soul who learns this lesson quickly. Let's repeat it then. But discord is something that you can learn to avoid. Lucky is the soul who learns this lesson quickly. Confrontation and conflict are not the energy of spirit. Most people in our world are reactors. So, when I said about your energy coming in to help heal people with this middle energy, this is just an energy that, well, you're one of these lucky souls, aren't you? It's an important message here. So let's start from the beginning and read this again. It's a sad irony of life that humans can only appreciate the quality of a peaceful existence by experiencing moments of comparative turmoil and conflict. Just as you most value health after an illness, so do you feel most grateful for the peace once you have encountered strife. But discord is something that you can learn to avoid. Lucky is the soul who learns this lesson quickly. Confrontation and conflict are not the energy of spirit. Most people in our world are reactors, especially when they are the recipients of any negativity. They align more with an eye for an eye, then turn the other cheek. Than turn the other cheek. So, most people in our world are reactors, especially when they are the recipients of any negativity. They align more with an eye for an eye than turn the other cheek. Unfortunately, they don't realise that this is the worst possible response they could mount. A punitive reaction instantly forces the brain into survival mode, and hormones and chemicals of self-preservation are released into the body, which attempts to rid itself of the foreign invader who broke through the calm of its normal environment. The intensity takes a toll on the mind and body, eventually bringing about a state of dis-ease. This is why it is imperative that you make it a vital part of your daily ritual to return to a state of peaceful bliss and harmony as often as possible. Entering this zone of awareness automatically quiets and resets your brain. If this card often appears in your spreads, it would be wise to stick with a meditative schedule daily. Very interesting there, because we're picking up on, have you closed your heart off? And an eye for an eye, rather than just, turning the cheek. Turn the other cheek. Oh. I'm sure that made sense. That was a good card. What did that card say about simplicity? Put your energy into the basics and let go of the excess. Now, what other cards do I have here? I think we just have the Rumi Oracle. So let's get this reading wrapped up, because it's been on for 38 minutes. Not that that's an issue, but I don't know how much space I have to do the recording. There's an alarm. It's the third time now that one's gone off. Okay, the message is the impossible made possible. Card number 9. Love brings the sea into boiling and turns the mountain into a pebble. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shudders the earth with its magnitude. Rumi. She spins, this great earth goddess, upon invisible strings amongst the wildly pulsating ballet of life. She spins. I feel she swings. She swings, this great earth goddess, upon invisible strings amongst the wildly pulsating ballet of life. Stars are born, live and die all around her. Life moves in constant flux, and she still spins in her great loving, constant pirouette. How can this be? All of creation is born from nothing. Out of endless silence and darkness, light emerges. And what strange magic is this? The sun heats the solar system and burns with the power to destroy life. Yet it is a force by which life is sustained. Surely this makes no sense and cannot be. We dance in the realm of the impossible made possible constantly, you and I. We are so engrossed in it, so familiar with it, and yet blind to it, that these constant impossibilities happening in every moment fail to inspire us. Yet what are your biggest, boldest, most extraordinarily impossible dreams compared to this great impossibility of life itself? They are but tiny seeds in the Creator's masterful hand, being now planted in the heavenly garden. Yes, they are being planted right now, for the moon tells us the time is right. Most tenderly shall they be watched over, nurtured into fullness according to the season. Yes, that growth is assured. The impossible is now made possible. So can you see the importance, Divine Feminine, of you actually making a decision? Because the seeds want to be planted. They're going to be watched over and nurtured. And you can just kind of leave it with the divine, and then you'll see what happens in springtime. We only limit what we believe to be possible by our lack of imagination. The divine has recourse to all of that. Doesn't say that. Well, it kind of does. The divine has recourse to all that is, and all that is yet to be. Is there any limit to the resources of the heavens? No. So then why has not every impossible dream now been rendered possible, indeed manifest, in shining glory upon the earth? The human heart knows everything envisioned can manifest according to divine timing and grace. Yet the mind does quake with fear, so much so that it will not listen to the heart at times. That fear is a childlike nightmare that should you offer yourself up to the sacred loving power of the great Creator, you might be found to be lacking. The mind holds itself captive with dark fantasies of that profound rejection and then avoids confronting it directly at all costs. It creates barriers instead, truly nothing more than lines in the sand and yet believed to be thoughts. But what strongholds can resist love? It is like water. It seeps into every available space and changes form to survive in every environmental condition. With unfailing intelligence, it creates life, from steam to ice, rainfall, the river and ocean, rain descending into snowflakes, snow capping the peak, expressing itself with beauty and genius. It nestles under the earth and rises to the sky, only to return to the earth again. It will erode blockages and prevail, no matter how long that process takes. It carves the earth into shape and form. Where it is, there is life. Such is the adaptable intelligence and persistence of water, just as is the power of love. So now you are guided by this loving power to drop the doubt, shed the incredulity and open up the mind. Allow your imagination to be inspired as though you are a child in a great garden, hearing the breath of the earth in the wind-whipped leaves and the voices of the ancestors in birdsong. The universe wants something to happen for you, something beautiful, something utterly improbable, and something perfect for your path, your own unique divine destiny. Your mind will wonder if it is even possible. People around you may wonder the same thing, but your heart will burn for it to become real, to become more than a fantastic, improbable dream. You'll want it with all your soul. You may not even be consciously aware as yet what this great desire is, but your heart knows. It holds a secret knowledge and will unveil it when your mind can handle it. When your heart is much more powerful than your mind, you won't unintentionally block the incredible grace of manifestation seeking to pour into your thirsty soul like the sweetest, purest waters of blessing. Okay. So I do feel, Divine Feminine, you're unintentionally blocking yourself off to the stream of love, which is going to find its way to you. It's going to get into your system from whatever stream it's coming from. Sacred honour and ritual. Place your hands very lightly at your throat and say aloud, with Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, as my witness, I now offer myself into the hands of the all-loving, creative intelligence of this universe. I release all vows, intentions or beliefs ever made, consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime that are based in doubt and fear. Holding back from creative fruition of my soul upon the earth. Let's read that again. With Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, as my witness, I now offer myself into the hands of the all-loving creative intelligence of this universe. I release all vows, intentions, or beliefs ever made, consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime that are based in doubt and fear, holding back from creative fruition of my soul upon the earth. I dedicate myself to love and accept the gift of grace that brings me into greater fulfillment now. May I be blessed so I can surrender resistance and accept what is coming to me now for what it is, a gift of love. So be it. Place your hands at your heart and focus on your breath for a moment or two as it flows in and out. When you are ready, place your hands in prayer and bow your head to your hands, and you have completed your sacred honouring ritual. And I have completed this Monday's reading. I will catch up with you guys soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.